Hello. Now it's working. I love how good this my audio setup is working. For some reason, my mic was just not connected there. Does game audio exist? I don't actually know. And I also don't know the button for spawning in my character. Oh, it's Shift G. Okay, so game audio does exist, okay. Not that there's gonna be like much of it, but you know, it's fine to have, right? Sorry, I just went into the wrong thing and I looked at my spelling. Extrem regel. Laser test 2. Oh, that's not fun. Sputit raui. Huh? Okay, what is that? Oh. Well, I don't see any other way than Shupit raoi to describe this. Yeah, that's great. Okay. Why is the screen red? Oh, so now when you go into the gun firing mode, this shit gets red. Okay. Okay, this is quite fun. Okay, let's see what a little marauder can do against that stream of fire. I cannot remember these, like, at all. I mean, they are good. Okay, I'm gonna start building in a bit and just want to spawn one more marauder and see how the AI handles that. I mean, it's not efficient in the slightest, but it is quite funny. So it's just, I mean, it's not a bad design really. Fires minimum gauge. Well, I mean 60 millimeters. At 1,000 rounds a second. No, 1,000 rounds a minute. Around 60 shots a second. Oh, what? No. I'm not gonna do the math. Now I want to put something like this onto the other craft. Well, they use up a lot of energy, right? They must. Yeah, it goes down fast when they're firing. Because these are rail guns. Using electricity to fire really fast. Okay. But onto the, you know, relevant thing. Oh shit. It takes a little while to actually spawn in because this thing's bloody huge. And it's not gonna be worth the price. It's not gonna be worth the price. But it doesn't look bad. And that's the silver lining of it all. The main turrets are a bit disappointing. It doesn't have that many secondaries. These are vulnerable as shit. The anti-air is like fine. I'm gonna put in a relatively good laser system. Yeah. Oh yeah, and I want to put in a mast back here, together with the other masts. Maybe all the way towards the back here. Yeah, it could like... If the mast goes up like this... yeah, it could... have something like this? And, you know, actually decorate it a bit. I think having the mast as far back as possible might be good. No. No, I disagree with myself. No, I think it should be further in. Maybe like... like this? I'm actually thinking if the forward mast needs to be a little less tall. And maybe... like, I want the what's it called, smokestacks, chimneys, whatever. I want them to be slanted slightly, like something like this. But that's really hard with doing it on an angle. Or is it actually? Yes, it is. It absolutely is. Annoying. I could do it like a 45-degree angle, but that's not gonna be good, right? That's gonna look silly as shit. It's not, maybe it's not a good idea to have a mast just behind the smokestack like this. That would probably be more room, but I haven't left myself more room. So it's just kind of what I'm working with. Now that I think about it, the boat's actually quite short. It could actually easily be 20 blocks longer in the middle. But it's a bit late for that now. Just an assessment I've made. See, something like this. Maybe, no, that's too much. I don't think it's possible to make it look good and also have it slanted like that. Well, I mean, at least not possible without, you know, using 1,000 decoration blocks. No, I'm going to think about it. In the meantime, I should go into the depths of this craft. Let's just get it out of the water. I'm going to start pondering some things. Thing number one to ponder. What should be in these cavities here? They're right underneath the... yeah, right underneath the torpedoes. I mean, there could just be more torpedoes. I could even make underwater cannons, because you can make those things. Oh, now I want to do that, but that's so stupid. Oh, that's dumb, that's dumb, I want to do it. Ah, but the thing is, it actually floats quite far out of the water. So if I made a cannon this level... no, it would still be underwater. Yeah, you can put stuff on the tip of shells to make it so they can handle water quite well. And and I'm thinking of doing it. I'm seriously am. The alternate thing I could do is I could maybe put in some more just some more engines in here, since I want to make a big laser system which requires a lot of power, and then I could just put in some some particle accelerators. Oh, this thing could use particle This thing is gonna end up ballooning in cost. It's already 3 million materials, but I could make it like 10 million materials. That'd actually be hard to cram that much in, but I think I could do it. I think I could do it. Okay, now I'm thinking of a thing, because there's a lot of fun things you can do. Can you, with a ACB, detect if a thing is ready to fire? Because if you could do this, you could have like doors in the sides of these chimneys open up and reveal the particle accelerator to fire and then close again. I think that could be sick. But I don't know if you can do it with these. I mean, you could just have a timer, but that would, be boring. Okay, so a weapon system. We can detect. It can make a weapon system fire. That's not the most useful. Okay, so particles cannon. It can. Now it can change the stats in there. That's not useful either. Hmm. The annoying thing is I might have to use like a breadboard. Which I don't know how to use these. Yeah, I really don't know how to use these. Okay. So... I'm reading this and It doesn't see events. Oh, event missiles reloaded. If there's something like that, but for just any weapon system. Or, specifically particle. Plasmic. There seems very specifically to not be anything about particle cannons. That might be on purpose. Since the main weakness of particle cannons is the fact that, that if you destroy the firing piece, they're, completely unusable, and you have to have the firing piece visible to use them. So that's annoying. Oh yeah, I should probably also add in some smoke on my ship maybe. But that would also hamper my own laser. Set color. You can have rainbow lasers. That would be very funny. I don't know how useful it would be, but sure would be funny. I'll think about that later. It doesn't seem to be possible. Annoying, annoying, annoying. There's just not much space left here. The only place I can think of putting something would maybe be here, I guess. But there's really just not enough room for, like, a particle cannon here. Like a weak one, yeah, but... Weak particle cannons, like, no. I want a strong one. I mean, you could replace the torpedoes, but I don't really want to do that. You could have one that just peeks its head out just underneath the torpedoes. No. I think I'll just have to go without a particle cannon in this. Sorry, I'm eating a bit of apple. So probably shouldn't be doing that while streaming, but I'm a bit hungry. But let's go down and actually do something about this. Well, these spaces are open if I start lacking engine power or energy or whatever. But until then, let's just continue using unnecessary amounts of stone and get this going. And they are, yeah, mirror mode is applied correctly. I always get a bit awkward when I have to find something to say, because I'm really bad at it. Maybe I should not try to be a streamer then, but yeah. But I was down socializing 2 days ago, down at the game store to play some Magic the Gathering, because that's how epic I am. Hell yeah. But yeah, I was down at the game store, and you know, it can be very awkward, because sometimes it's just like you can find someone immediately and you can start playing and it's good, but other times it's like it was 2 days ago, because 2 days ago I came in the game store and there was perfectly games in play. There was not a single person that wasn't sitting at a table with people they were playing with. So I just, you know, stood there like, oh, what do I do? Oh, it's should probably place this with just a connector. Yeah. I'm building the, what's it called, munition defense right now. Yeah, so I was just, okay. I don't know a lot of these people that well because I don't come there that regularly. So I just, you know, I spent like, I think it was, I actually don't know how long it was. For me, it felt like hours. It was probably like 15 minutes. But I just spent a while just kind of tiptoeing in a room full of people who were sitting and playing, whilst I, you know, had no idea what to do with myself. It was so awkward. Like there came a few other people in afterwards, but they all started immediately talking to people. I mean, I did eventually find a game, ask some people if I could join them once they're done, but it was just so, so awkward. I almost debated just leaving without playing, because I just felt so far out of my depths. But like, I had come all the way there. I was going to play, no matter if I liked it or not. And then the group I was with absolutely stomped me, because they were all playing much more powerful things than I was. Magic the Gathering, I had just like piled together some stuff, some relatively low power cards I just had lying around into a deck. And I truly did learn something about my deck. Mostly that it's not powerful. It's not powerful at all, my deck. Not that I, you know, expected it to be, but yeah, I probably had a bit more fun if I was at a lower power group. Yeah, just a lower power group. But you know, that's what happens when you're not regular at a place like that. You just kind of have to take what you can get. Just kind of play with whoever's open. I wasn't planning for that story to end so soon. Also, I put in these storage thingies. And I'm gonna be honest, I probably don't need that many of them, since I'm making this for munitions defense. So I would rather have more pumps than more storage. So yeah, just a small amount of storage and then mostly pumps. Because in a laser system, you use the pumps to put in energy, convert power, engine power into energy in the system. And that energy you then come on, you started explaining the thing, finish it. Yeah, you then turn that energy. Yeah, and that energy is then used to shoot. And you can either have lots of storage or lots of pumps. You can also have both, but you know, it's gonna cost more. And the thing about doing both of those things... Fuck, man. I've just forgotten how to speak, or what? I'm doing such a bad job. Mom, I'm doing a bad job. But yeah, if you have a lot of storage, you can shoot out a big, like, alpha strike, like shoot a lot in the start of the fight, but then during the fight you can't do as much. Or the opposite, where you can have a lot of during the fight, but then not all that much actually while you're fighting. And for munitions defense, using the lasers to shoot enemy projectiles, I do probably mostly want pumps, but having a good amount of storage is not a bad thing, because if I'm against an enemy that can dish out more than I can defend against, having a bit to just defend better at the start of the fight is a good idea. At least I believe so. But let's save this craft and see how well the munitions defense goes. We need to fight something that's, you know, shoots back. So the crossbones. Let's see. Oh, let me just... I forgot a thing. Pumps can only fill cavities. Can fill cavities. Add more storage or sink to avoid pumping. I don't know what that means. Okay, so there's apparently more to lasers than I thought, because I don't get that error message. But one vital thing I forgot to do. Where are they? Munitions warners. Currently, the thing could not even see the enemy projectiles. It's part of the reason why I even have these masks. It's gonna look much better in the future. And honestly, I don't really like the new design for munitions warners. Like, they look more real, but they also look like, you know, the thing in tires. No, the other thing, the wheels, the rim of the wheels. They looked much cooler before, even though they were not, like, you know, as realistic. But honestly, they should probably be enough. Let's see how well they defend. Okay, they can't do that much. Okay, they're not doing much. May I ask why they're not doing much? Oh, it's because they cannot see the smaller projectiles in time. At least I believe so. If I were to add more munitions defense like this, yeah, they can do a much better job then. Although they do not have the output to actually deal with the entire salvo. Let's just try going in and looking at the laser system and what it was talking about before. I think one of the main problems actually appears to be output. Actually getting the energy out of the systems quickly enough. I currently enabled God mode, so I don't actually take any damage. But yeah, they're not doing all that great. Wait, this one is... Yeah, they're just... I mean, I haven't Q-switched it. Maybe that's a part of the problem. I don't know if you usually Q-switch munitions warners. But I'll try and put some on and see what happens. Okay, maybe shouldn't do that. Let's just place it. Okay, so it needs to be connected. And Q switch. Oh, they need to go to the coupler. Oh no. Down here. Oh hell no. From what I remember, having 4 Q switches are like optimal for normal lasers. I don't know about munitions defense since I haven't made many of these systems before. I like how you can just hear the battle ongoing. Oh, I should have mirror moded. Okay, let's see how it looks now. Okay, so there is a problem with the coverage towards the back. I mean, the Q switches do appear to help. What Q switches do is that they limit the amount of time the lasers are active. So instead of continuously firing, it does it in small bursts. But those bursts then have higher energy. Yeah, it deals with that way better. Okay, that's it. That's a good improvement. I was actually debating if I should even try Q switching them, since it felt a bit redundant, but I'm glad I did it, since, you know, it really seems to be working. I keep searching it after the old munitions warners whenever I'm in that menu. Okay, so while we are in the midst of this, I'm just gonna sprinkle as many munitions warners throughout this as I can. At least in places where they don't look completely ridiculous. Okay, they also look a lot more cool. I don't. That shouldn't be a consideration, but like the short bursts of laser just does look a lot more cool than just continuous, honestly. I think annoyingly, one of the places they would look, if you go the best, are on the AA turrets, and they're a bit hard to actually do this on. Shit, wrong button. Yeah. Okay, just, and I don't think I'm gonna do it in all of them. I'm just gonna sprinkle a bunch of munitions warners throughout on the AA turrets. Honestly, I'll just do all of them. Yeah. Oh. I mean... Oh, that looks really stupid. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah. Right, I did it. I think I just double clicked, so I might have missed one. Okay, let's just do it by going one by one. I mean, to me, it kind of makes sense on these to have like some weird thingy on them. It makes it look a lot more genuine. But I think this test has shown two main things. Actually, three of them. If you look in the bottom right corner, oh no, you can't because of blow high. But I'm only barely making enough engine power to do this. So yeah, so I need definitely more engine. Also, I probably need to have more installations of these. Probably have them a bit far forward. Yeah, like an installation forward and installation back. I think that would be a good idea. And I also just in general need to expand the system, I think. And also make them stop complaining about... I guess I'll also put in some more storage. The game itself thinks it's a good idea, so I might as well do it. Okay, let's stop that noise then. Okay. I think I'll worry about... will I... Okay, I'll go into the system here. Listen. Well, I guess, yeah, the laser system will not always be running on max, so it does make sense. It does make sense that why do I keep blanking on this? It does make sense to have more energy storage. Fucking shit, man. How? suppose I'll just remove all this manually. There might be a shortcut to do it. I don't care. Let's just remove them. Actually, honestly, I do care. I just don't want to go through the trouble of thinking about it. Because this is very annoying. Well, I suppose I can just... Oh. OBS decided to have a little flip out there. I hope nothing bad happened. I mean, my OBS is, like, I think it's installed slightly wrong. So it just does that sometimes. Okay, so put in... I should have probably done this from the back first. Okay, so I definitely want a row more at the very least of these. Well, there's decent survivability in the ship anyway. So I think that's probably gonna be enough, even though it won't fully protect against high-level threats. I think adding in some more offensive power is necessary, and I don't have infinite engine power in this thing. So I think this will have to be enough. The stone is not the like super resilient. Let's see, yeah, only armor of 16. But the most important thing is it does. It isolates yeah, EMP, electricity, quite well. And since there's quite good exterior hull, well, actually there's technically the weak point of... There's only a little bit of armor in this direction. I suppose I'll double armor up this, and I will put in a layer of metal here, I guess. Just to try and cover up for that weak point. Okay, and I still need to add the top armor in this section. That's gonna be 2 layers of metal that goes down to here. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'll just do it right away. Let's just fill it in and see if it's made any mistakes. Wait, did I do it on the wrong layer? No. Wait, so is there only going to be... Yes, I did do it on the wrong layer. This is annoying. And I imagine this is a great watching experience. Yes. I'm I'm really never gonna, get in on the epileptic crowd, am I? Not with not with streams like these. I'm sorry. Okay, that was the least honest "I'm sorry" I've ever said in my life. Okay. I am sorry. To be clear, I'm not trying to make this a bad watching experience. I'm just bad at YouTube, and just in general, I'm a bad boy. Whee! I put milk in my socks. I'm a bad boy. That was the first thing that came to mind when I thought of bad boy. Because apparently in my mind, that's what bad boys do. Put milk in their socks. Fuck, I can't see shit. And the problem with this mode is, yeah, I can look through the craft more, but I don't know where there's real air gaps and where there isn't. Okay. It feels like I'm a hacker in like a 90s film, maybe even earlier than that. Film studios were really just like, this is what hacking looks like. Back in those days, just random blocks in 3D space. I'm very specifically thinking of that Jurassic Park, yeah, the original Jurassic Park, where the hacker girl basically does this for like half an hour and that saves the day. I just made a movie reference. Me, the person who famously never watches movies. No. So I might have watched a movie. I'm still the guy who doesn't watch movies. Don't take this away from me. Okay, but that does make the core much safer. Now I just have to get some more engine power. Actually, let me save this first, since I might place this very wrong. The prefab mode, load, saved, engine. I only have one engine saved, and it's definitely not the right one. I did build back into matrix mode, please. I said back in. What? You can't go into matrix? Okay, yeah. It just didn't do it for a second. I thought you couldn't go into matrix mode or whatever this is while thingy. Okay. So wonder if this thing's gonna fit in that cavity. I'm mostly just wondering if the camera's gonna cooperate with me. Okay, so... Okay, maybe that was the problem. I was underwater that entire time. That probably didn't help much in terms of visibility. Okay. So I got my block here. This is an engine that should produce like 30,000 power when it's fully loaded. When it's fully on the load. One annoying things about the way this game operates is that engines produce more power when they're not on the load. So an engine which you are siphoning only 10% of its power out of will say it's producing a lot of power, but if you siphon 100% of power out of it, it will say it produces a lot less power. Which is just annoying, since it basically just lies to you how much power it has. Okay, so I'm just gonna trim this thing down, take away the armor, so it can fit better. Actually, if I was gonna do this anyway, why didn't I just copy the entire thing? And then just, you know, take away all the things it didn't... Let's not think too much about it. This is riveting gameplay. Yeah, I can remember when I was making this engine, I was really thinking about making this like as modular as possible. Like it's just a cube, so you can slot it in anywhere. And there's not a single air gap in this thing. Oh well, technically there actually is, but if you put in air, what's it called? In air gaps here, it will spell disaster, since then the engine will stop working. Actually, I could route the steam output of the engines up to the chimneys, so that's actually steam coming out. That's like a vanity project though. I'm not gonna do that. At least not now. I'm gonna go for function first. See, I never checked. I don't know how far I checked. I think this is too much steam. Too big a boiler for this size of machine. I don't know. But now I have the thing. I should probably save it this time. Since it's quite a fine design, all things considered. Steam. No, Steam. I don't know how much you could actually see that, because, you know, 720p. Yeah, I think that's a good name. Rectangle. That describes this engine well. Oh, the game did not like me deleting all that at the same time. Okay, so this thing will fit only slightly. Okay, let's just temporary position. 1 block of leeway there. 3 blocks there. And that means I can move it 1 block over. I'm being very perfectionistic about mounting this giant engine. But I mean, it is a giant engine. And I'm also obviously gonna armor it up a little bit more, since this is now, you know, kind of a weak point. Yeah. No, not filled with that. And yeah, mirror mode is on. I was just getting anxious there for a second. Because if mirror mode wasn't on, that would be really annoying to replicate. Man, this thing's gonna just eat materials as I use it. I mean, it costs lots of materials in the first place. This is not a practical thing in the slightest. Like, this thing's not gonna actually be you know, of good help in the campaign. Be of good help. Ah, yes, as opposed to being of bad help. I suppose I did promise to build a little witch's cove inside this thing. Well, never, no, a witch's cove, but you know, a little sanctuary of sorts. Sorry, Apple again. I suppose I'll build it, but it will be little. If I build it like here, I can have room for maybe 1 more engine and a big laser system. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Okay. How do I do this? suppose if I paint the... That's not a good color, is it? Also, this is gonna be like a little sanctuary, but it's gonna be underwater. What's this color? I I can probably change this to be like a dark green, like low alpha. Maybe a bit more. No, it needs to have way larger alpha. But then it needs to have less overall color. It's annoying there isn't a more grassy texture. Actually, maybe lead. This is under the... Yeah, I think that'll be a better... I think that'll be a better color. And better texture, I mean. This does change the center of mass a little bit, but it actually in the right direction. I want the center of mass to be a bit forward and a bit lower. So I guess this serves two purposes then. Complete vanity and function. I'm basically gonna build a little hut inside, like of a landscape, like a fake landscape inside the ship. This has turned from some, quite serious, like debating what's best from a performance side of view to very much the opposite quite quickly. And since I have the setting where what's it called? They remove the water inside thing. I have that turned off since it's quite performance heavy. It's just gonna not look so good when you're inside doing the ship thingy. So complete vanity. No use for this. But I made a promise. And damn it, I'm gonna keep it. Actually, the only positive thing about doing this off stream, well, I'm streaming, but no one's watching, so it might as well be off stream, is that this can actually be a surprise for the two musketeers. I don't know why I refer to them as that, but the people who might actually watch this. The fact that there is an awful guy named Musk has kind of ruined the word musketeer, honestly. It's quite annoying. Rubber pole. 1 meter. Now I'm gonna make the clouds. Okay, rubber is definitely wrong material for this. What would be right? Light block? But there's no pole variant. I can make Minecraft clouds. I guess it works. But then, yeah, Minecraft clouds. This is gonna look awful, by the way. If you hadn't noticed, I'm just gonna say it. If any if any viewer exists, this is gonna look awful. Scheiße. I forgot that decoration blocks don't count for copy paste, undo functions. I just got the worst idea possible. Should I make like a video that's like compilation of all these streams I've done on this on this boat? I got that idea and I immediately took a lot of psychic damage just from thinking about it. But the amount of work that will be. But it's the only thing I've streamed for a long time. And while I do have a video in the making, I'm not making a lot of progress. And I really do need to do something about my schedule. I mean, I need to get a schedule, maybe. Okay. So now there is a cloudscape. I think the next thing I want is like bush props, like clearly cardboard cutouts, but they're still there. I think heavy armor might actually be the best material for the job. New decoration. Heavy armor. Pole. Let's set this to our new green color. It looks so shit. I love it. Maybe if we do the lighter green. Yeah, it can work. Actually, I think just copy all, delete all. I want to do it like really cardboard cutout, like so. I want. Yeah, I want it to be like thin. Yeah, like visibly cardboard cutout. Yeah. No, don't spawn an enemy. I'm having fun decorating. Okay, maybe the texture isn't the right thing. Yeah, I'll probably just make this lead. Lead pole. Yeah, that looks immediately a lot better. Okay, maybe put it a bit further down. Up, down, scale it a bit more. Yeah, I am just gonna go full cardboard cutout. I'm going to add new decoration. Wood. Just a wood block. I clipped through slightly. Let's just. Yeah. And I want to have some more which color did I use? 16. I want to have more of the more circles. Best way to explain it. Actually, maybe it would be easy to just go in here, copy this, paste it here. Yeah, probably. Make a smaller circle. No, the texture don't interfere with each other. That's good. That was my main concern. Okay, copy that. Paste it here. It looks a bit more like like a cloud than anything else, but we'll work with it. Okay, let's see. Just yeah, it's a cardboard cutout of a bush. Copy all, and now we just begin placing them. And apply this one with mirror. Okay, this one clips through. Small details. Okay. It was fake ass placed in the entire universe. See, where does this actually go up? Could we extend this ladder all the way down? It'll have to be a different ladder. Okay, I got an idea. We can make like it looks like a big chimney on the house maybe, but it is just a ladder that goes down. So to do that, I would turn off mirror mode. Like use my Minecraft skills to make this look decent. Too bad I'm not that good at Minecraft. Like this is a prime example where for putting in like wedge blocks and stuff in Minecraft would probably make it worse, since then you'll have to contend with either going for the blocky style or having to use the wedges, which they can make things look good, but there's a charm to the blocky style, but I don't think it fits in that well here. Okay. Okay, so we have the chimney, whatever. I don't think you're gonna look at that and think chimney necessarily, but it's there. Okay. Now for a tiny little hovel. I guess a small little window there. Two small windows on this side. Is there like a door that doesn't look... Yeah, the standard door. Yeah. Because these doors definitely don't look like they're from a tranquil little house. They look like military doors. And this is a military game, so it makes a bit of sense. Okay. In here, the floor should be a carpet. I never used from the Dephts to do something like this before. It's actually quite fun to just completely miss the point of what the game wants you to do like this. Yeah, a nice white paint. White carpet, I mean. A nice white paint. I just love this taste of white paint. It fills my tum-tum. Actually, maybe a color for the roof is a good idea. What about a red? Yeah, that works moderately. Okay. Now I just need to patch up these holes with the only way I know how. More decorations. Road 3 meter slope. Let me just, what's it called? Beam slope, okay. Slope 2 meter. Actually 3 meter. Like that. And I need to make it red. And mirror mode that. I can just copy, paste, turn it, invert that. Fuck. It's just... Okay. And for the interior... Now, what kind of... What kind of interior shit should I make? Oh, that's also just a laser that runs across the stairs. That's good. Okay. Okay. The problem is, like, things like beds, like, you can make them using... Yeah, you can make them using your decoration blocks, like literally anything else. You can make anything with decoration blocks, but it's a bit much. I wish there was just like, you know, table, chairs, a bed included in this. Unfixed candles fixed. So they're just left in the... Okay, seriously, why is there scented candles in this game, but not a bed? Let me just search. Is there a bed in this? New decoration. Bed. Table. But don't worry, there's candles, so that makes up for that. Well, I guess going by Minecraft rules, just do this. That's a table. And I guess I can make it really quick bit here. Lights block. Wait, is light blocks are see-through? I didn't know that. Huh. There. Or maybe it's because of the color. Ah, it's because the red I'm using is not an 100% red. But this one is. Okay. Forward back scaling. I'm guessing you can already see where this is going. Oh, yeah, okay. Yes. A glorious bed. And let's put in a sign. What should stand on the sign? Even a smelly fart. Gets out. A bed. The common saying. That's awful. I could not come up with anything. The only thing that came in my mind was a smell, even a smelly fart, and then I just had to go with something. Well, you would never guess that's inside this thing, would you? Oh no. And that's just gonna make the ship more laggy because there's so many decorations in here. I'm happy with what I've done today. Oh, actually, I should probably... Yeah, that looks a bit better. I can even add a little heart. That could look much better with decorations, but I'm not... No, I'm gonna stop myself. No more decorations for today, please. Well, I suppose my plan of building the laser system was partially complete, and my obligation of building this has been completed. And I did some armoring work, so just mission success. But yeah, that's the end of stream. I don't. I've been doing these short streams lately, but there is something I want to watch that starts in just a bit. So, it makes sense to stop streaming myself. Or I could just do like the really big streamers and just like leave the room while my stream is running and start watching the thing I want to see. And put on like a meme compilation in the meanwhile. And then get my stream taken down since the meme compilation I put up was very, very racist. Like the big streamers do. I did save, right? Yeah, good. But I'm just gonna say goodnight. Well, I mean, no one's watching, so if anyone ever watches the VODs, I have no idea what time of day you'll be doing it. But good afternoon. Good night. Well, bye.